Well, hello there. I am Nikki Cameron, licensed therapist with Emerging Counseling and Consulting. What does your sleep hygiene look like? When we talk about sleep hygiene, what I'm now referring to are practices or routines that you engage in before your wind down time to get to bed. Are you a gamer who's up playing fun games until 2, 3, or even 4 a.m. in the morning? Are you someone that takes work to bed just so you can stay caught up? And before you know it, it's 2 in the morning. Or maybe you like to get caught up on your favorite show, and before you know it, you are watching one, and one show turns into two, and then now you are struggling to go to sleep. Whatever your nighttime routine looks like, it is important for you to know that it will affect your mental health and can worsen or cause or worsen anxiety, can also trigger depression and brain fatigue, brain fog, irritability, body tension, and aches. Some people even experience headaches. If you're noticing that you're sleeping for less than 5 hours per night, then I recommend you consider seeing your primary care doctor, because what may happen next is your productivity at work or school may get affected. I've even had people come into office to work with me because their lack of sleep resulted in psychotic symptoms, meaning they started to hallucinate, they lost touch with reality because their body needed to get rest. Our bodies need rest because rest helps us to reset, our brain cells to engage in repair, and our memories to get processed, information to get filed. But if we're not having sufficient sleep, then there's no space made for our brain and our bodies to do what it needs to do and reset from that day so we can function the following day. So please take a look at your sleep routine and see what changes you might need to make so that you are able to get a restful night. So, here are some tips that you can try to see if it may help you in trying to get a restful night. One thing I recommend is a grounding mat. Grounding mats are very common. You can research just to ensure that whatever you're getting is a brand that is actually reliable. You can get it on Amazon, but whatever you do, ensure that you're researching to see it is of high quality. A grounding mat, some people sleep on the mat, or some people may place it underneath the bottom of their feet. And before bed, for maybe an hour or so, they just place their feet on the grounding mat, and that helps to remove stress hormones from the body. Another thing you can do is journaling. Journaling helps to empty the brain. All the worries, all the wonders, all the what ifs, empty it out in journaling, because when you write it out, it helps you to gain perspective. Breath work is also a very useful tool to help to the body to wind down at nights. Some people, though, when they do breath work, like myself, they tend to get very hyper or energized, and it may interact your ability to fall asleep. So the breath work might not be for everyone. However, for some people, that's actually an ideal way of helping the body and the mind to rest. If you have a partner, you can maybe ask them to rub your back. Rubbing of the back just helps to soften the system, and there is nothing more powerful than getting touched or hugged by someone else. So, a back rub, a good back rub before bed is normally helpful. Teas like lavender, chamomile, or even lemongrass can help the body to wind down and de stress. A hot bath or shower is also very helpful when trying to regulate the nervous system. Your number one priority ought to be at night, wind down time, to de stress so that your body can be at rest. So I am challenging you that when it comes on to bedtime, whether it be 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or even 11 p.m., that you make space for you. And if you're someone that tends to have your phone in hand or next to the bed, I strongly suggest that you put the phone further away from you so that it is not distracting you while you sleep. Caffeine, big no no. Sugar, another big no no. Some people will say do it in moderation. And if that's what works best for you, then I get it. An alternative to the caffeine can be matcha, but not at night. Drinking caffeine, a lot of people don't realize that it actually triggers the stress response and turns on the fight flight response, keeps you energized, which is why it helps when you're feeling drained or fatigued. However, sometimes it lingers past work hours or class hours, and it also contributes to delaying sleep. Again, your number one aim at nights should be winding down and doing whatever is necessary to help your system to reset. There are supplements out there that can be taken that you can also talk to your healthcare provider about. My hope is that you will make a personal commitment to monitor your sleep routine and do whatever is necessary to improve it or continue to maintain it if you're having a healthy one that works for you. I hope the tips that I share will work for you. And if you know someone who struggles with sleep challenges, please share with them. But until then, be kind to yourself because you deserve it.